to a live Shaw Sports presentation.
All right, sports fans, thanks for tuning in once again to Shaw TV. And it is the final matchup of the 65th annual Totem Tournament, the longest running high school basketball tournament in the province of British Columbia's history. 65 years running strong. This matchup is the Reynolds Roadrunners and the host, Alberni Armada, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charles Mealy, alongside Mr. Mike Lang. And here comes the introductions for the home Armada. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this should be an interesting matchup. Reynolds is very talented. Alberni's got a huge bench tonight. They got an unbelievable amount of people on the bench, so they're going to be subbing in and out like crazy. So, ladies and gentlemen, just going to take a second. We're going to honor Canada with a singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, that's an entire gymnasium singing our national anthem. That's the kind of experience you can find here at Alberni District Secondary School during the Totem Tournament. Once again, the longest running high school basketball tournament ever in the province of British Columbia, 65 years strong. Great atmosphere tonight. The Reynolds Roadrunners in the white, Alberni District Secondary School in the red, and this should be a run and gun game, and the crowd is into it early. Right now, this happened just after the girls' last game, so this crowd is into it already, and we're going to get ourselves, look at those kids up there, look at those young men.
It looks like the coach has started their senior boys, trying to make sure that they get to feel the last part of their Totem tournament and make sure they get to see the floor. It's a pretty special moment for them, right?
What a great tradition to have your name called out on the final game of your senior year. And here's the tip-off. And away we go. Scott McCrory, Andy, the Italian stallion Pavan in the stripes, calling the games tonight. Reynolds up top. That's 44. That's Sam for tap.
This is going to be a good matchup for ADSS. Reynolds is ranked 6th on the island, I believe, at this time, and so it's going to be a good test on ADSS.
Eli Galusa, number 4, trying to start strong, and he takes the offensive foul, and the crowd loves it. The coach loves it, and here it is right here. Gets the pass at the top, tries to drive through,
looks
and
like
barrels
Cam
through.
Sear, yeah, stepped in front there. Good on him. He's going to be the big player that Reynolds is going to have to pay attention to.
And Cam Sear, captain of the team, And you heard him during, if you caught the first game, ladies and gentlemen, you can go back, if you're going to watch this on YouTube, you can go back, and Cam Sear was the interview guest in the first quarter. And now here he is playing in the final game of the Totem tournament. Down low, Gus Brooks, fan favorite, Kobe Boss. Number 4 with the left hand all the way across. That's Jared Atleo wearing number 9. Back out top, Cam Sear, he can shoot from anywhere. Here it is, great touch, nice. Just doesn't go. And the first rebound is Axel Nazil for Reynolds. Galuza, far side, Pratap with the left hand, guarded strong by McDonald, but gives it up, and it's number 33, Axel Nazil, with the first bucket from Reynolds.
Yeah, looks like Reynolds is looking pretty big out there. Alberni's gonna have to keep them away from the rim.
Great play just to get past. Absolutely. Deep, Gus Brooks goes baseline, tries to go under, got a foul, no good, and it is going to be Reynolds basketball. You will see a very aggressive Alberni team. Doesn't matter about the size, they're going to go to the hole and try to draw some fouls. Up top, Pratap. Looking down low. It's Galuza. Pratap gets by his man McDonald.
Okay, good job by Cam Sear to come over on the help there.
Great help defense from the weak side. Back comes Alberni. Atleo with the left hand to the left side. Goes to the right hand. Goes up top. Sear with a move. Goes to the hole. And it's going to be a foul, so he draws by going to the hole. Yeah. So a great start.
Yeah, here it is again. I think the call is going to be on the ground.
So number 23, yeah. Oh no, sorry, number 33. Yeah. That's Axel Nazil taking the first foul.
It looks with the height and the defense that Reynolds is going to play, Cam's going to have to be aggressive and try and get the foul count out and make them change up.
Number 15 now, quick subs. You're going to see this a lot. Alberni is going to sub a lot tonight. Yeah, to keep their players fresh.
Sam Winans just came in, and he's been one of their spark plugs. And,
Sam Winans with the headband on, number 15, down low with Cam Sear. They've been a force down low in the paint area.
Yeah. He's one of their big rebounders, one of their defensive presence.
Pratap could have been a travel with his feet shuffle, no good. Out of bounds, and ADSS will get the basketball. 2-0 early, 2 minutes and 13 seconds gone. These are 10-minute quarters. Each team has 5 fouls to give before they're in the penalty. Brooks up top. Sear. Winans.
Talking with the coach earlier, Jared
Atleo.
Yeah, he's really found his groove of trying to be.
There he is. Puts him in the blender. Just like that, Mike Lang, you called it, buddy. What a great move.
He's
and
really
he scores
been part
first
of the glue of ADSS. He's finding his rhythm of how to handle the ball, who to dish to, and everything. So it's gone well with him being the
and as we go to the replay, that's an over and back. They didn't get over half court, but the great dribble before that for Jared Atleo making that happen. So Reynolds a little flustered there, couldn't get over the line, and they give up the ball on the turnover on the over and back.
They have Chris Tatouche coming in here. He's been one of their main scorers for Alberni Armada too. He has a really nice shot. So
I was just about to say that. Watch out for number 2. He can fire from anywhere, and he's been hitting threes all weekend long. Here it is. He'll shoot from there. No, just a little under. Nope. That's okay. First shot's all right.
Reynolds is going to leave him open. Yeah, they're going to have some difficulty with that. Hopefully that helps spread out the rest of the them to come out.
They better figure that out before he gets hot. Pratap up top. Down. Nazil looking for a player down low. There's Galuza, baseline, runs into Sam Winans on the pick. Out of bounds off the red player.
The nice thing about having a shooter like that is that the other team's going to have to respect that, and that pulls the other players out of the paint, and that can open up things for Cam and Sam down low because they're going to have to learn not to double team.
Great defense, but just finds it as Atleo turns his back. Nazil again. So 4-2 now, 6:43 left in quarter number 1. Sear up top, he'll shoot from there, no problem. Just like I said, the captain of ADSS will shoot with anybody in his face, and he'll make those shots more often than not. Great dribble there, Niang. Nazil. Galuza turns, fires with Sam Winans in his face.
That's a tough shot, but
tough shot, gets it to go. Atleo says, let's slow it down. Let's work the offense. Motioning, directing traffic. Finding the other sub that's in the game.
There's Cam again.
That's Bullware down low. And there's
There it
Cam
is.
Sear. And the foul. And the crowd loves it early. The crowd loves it early. There's a step back and just gets run into. So he's going to go up. This could be the rare 4-point play.
That is a good thing to get the crowd into it early and get your team into it early. Usually these games start off a little bit slow because everyone's a little bit nervous and the excitement gets going, but it's good to see that he's ready for it.
Half the Alberni bench is on their feet, and they love it. Cam Sear loves it too. So does the crowd. 9-6 now all of a sudden on a quick swing. Galuza bodied by Bullware. Bullware played really good defense last night against the tournament MVP, Marcus Shankar from the Carey High Thais. And here we go, Pratap going all the way. Big man can't make it go. From behind though, Niang is fouled. And it might be Cam Sear. We're just gonna see.
I believe it is, yes.
Number 7, Cam Sear, called out by referee Pavan.
Well, this is Momar's first attempt of the free throw with the big crowd in the background. We'll see how he handles it.
Let's see if he's got it.
No problem.
No problem. Pretty noisy again. These players probably don't get this kind of experience on how loud it is. So they got to fight through this. No problem for Momar Niang and number 8 for Reynolds. Here comes Atleo. Oh, looked like Tatouche wanted to shoot that. Here's Cam Sear. He'll shoot again. No problem, too. Oh, look at that shot.
Yeah.
They will shoot from anywhere at any time. So Reynolds really has to be aggressive on the defense on the outer shots.
Yeah, I think Chris was already preemptively thinking he wanted to shoot that, so he was a little bit forced there. He'll find his rhythm, and when it comes, it'll be good.
Niang, right in front of the Alberni bench. Nazil, one dribble. Galuza for 3, no good, in and out.
Good rebound.
Cam Sear. Atleo, left hand, left side, switches to the right. Now back to the top. Underneath. It's Bullware looking for the post player down low. Great defense by number 10, Nick Guilford. It'll be ADSS basketball on the far side.
Let's see what kind of inbounds play they have.
Pick.
Trying to get Chris Tatouche open for that shot. But
you can see that. They have no problem in trying to open up the 3-point play. Great move. It's Bullware. Can he get it to go? No. But he'll go to the line for 2. 4:41 left in quarter number 1. It's 9-8.
And that's good recognition from Chris. Even though the play is to get you open for that 3, if it's not there, you don't have to force it. Swing it back around, get a good shot. Maybe it comes back to you for when you're back open. So good decision.
Bullware, no friendly bounce from the rim. Jermaine Bullware, one more. Just no luck, but Cam
with a
Sear,
nice rebound.
and he'll go back up. Could have been a
back
foul,
up.
but he'll get the rebound anyways. Bullware can't hit both, but Cam Sear cleans it up, the captain for his teammate. Pratap up top, looking back door. Great defense by Atleo. Underneath, great defense by Cam Sear.
Good steal.
He can pop, stops, pops, cannot drop.
I think he felt the rhythm there, got a little excited, and
underpowered it a bit.
Yeah.
Out of bounds, it is Reynolds basketball.
Get it out of his system.
Guilford looking for the post player, can't find it. Great prevent down low by Cam Sear. He's doing it all so far. Great spin.
Nice speed, nice dish.
Great play by Guilford. Keeps it in bounds.
Yeah.
There's a foul. That's Sam Winans, no shot that's on the floor.
Sam's got to go and grab that rebound rather than putting it a chance there, right? You have Reynolds go and grab that right from him.
Guilford will take the ball for Reynolds. Easy out for them. Up top, Pratap. Pratap again. It's Guilford. Pratap. Big man will shoot. No
Nice
problem. Again, we talked about that. Anybody at this level can shoot the 3.
Yeah, it looks like it. Usually the big mans have a tougher time, so maybe ADS is gambling to see if he's a shooter or not.
Well, Guaranteed he's a shooter now.
Like
He's
a pretty
hitting that
good
three with
shooter.
ease.
Yeah.
Can't let that happen. Nice underneath play by Atleo. Out, Bulware, can't handle it. Sear will go to the right hand. Won't go. Can't go over top.
Yep.
Of Eli Galuza.
Good decision by him. He came, he drew the big man out, and then went past him to get a nice shot towards the hoop.
Smart player. Back comes Reynolds. Niang on top. Pratap. Winans playing out now a little more. Guilford looking for the screen. There's Galuza. He'll go Euro step. No good. He'll get caught with a leg, and it looks like it's the Cam Sear, the captain. Let's find out.
Yeah. Looks like Reynolds is trying to take advantage of their height there, and again, trying to push the basket toward the hoop. ADSS is doing a good job of trying to stay in front and grab those rebounds, but yeah, Reynolds definitely has some height on them.
Fouls on number 2, Chris Tatouche. That's his first. A lot of bodies in the key area, so it's Eli Galuza. Can't get it to go. Here comes Atleo. Sears right there, uses the pick. Tatouche down low, but Sam Winans was already kind of moving.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out. Sam Winans says that to Tatouche on the way by. Just looking for the post player, couldn't make it happen. Turnover for Reynolds. Pratap, Guilford, Nazil, Galuza, up top, loses his man, one hand, can't put it in. Nazil was there, but the ball comes to Jared Atleo. Right hand dribble, finds Tatouche, Niang's out on him. Ah, tough one
can't
there.
handle down low. Again, that time they were able to get it in, but
no good. Pratap. And back comes ADSS. Atleo, right hand, looking down low on the screen. He's got Bulware, doesn't give it to him. Tatouche, Niang's out on him. Winans with a shoot with a defender in his face, no good. And pushing is Reynolds, it's Guilford. He'll go for it with a scoop, no good, no help. Here comes ADSS.
To not foul him when he's jumping it sideways, right? So smart decision by ADSS not to get their hands in and push.
Galuza breaking up that pass. Could have been an odd man rush. Not the case.
I really think ADSS has to throw in a backside pick here or an off-the-ball pick to really make this happen here. The players are getting covered. They can't quite get open. I feel like a lot of people are setting picks, but you have to actually get a body on a body. Again, you don't just have to be in a position. I really feel like that is missing right now.
Guilford again can't make it happen on the Euro step. And freshly into the game is Tyler Kelly. And that is, he will be going to the line for Reynolds, number 23, just fresh into the game. 12-11, close game here with 1:43 left.
With Isaac Jack, we're going to be checking into the game for Alberni Armada. He's recently, he broke his leg in the summer and has recently been given go-ahead to come back. It's really going to change the Alberni Armada's, I guess, how their approach. He's a big man and great rebounder, good defender, and he's going to change people coming toward him in the paint. So he's getting his legs back here these first couple of games, but when it comes to the North Islands and further into the season, he's going to be a big part of the team.
Reynolds retains possession over Niang. Looking up top, and that's a travel. He picked up his pivot foot, and that is spotted by the referee on that side. So quick turnover, unfortunately, for Reynolds. And in is number 29. There you go, like you said, Isaac Jack. He's a fan favorite as well, just like Gus Brooks. He was dunking in practice too, so I'm thinking that leg is looking okay. Don't tell his doctor and don't tell his mom.
Nice take to the hoop there and drawing the foul.
It's good to have a big body out there now. He's definitely the tallest guy out there, so that may be a big part. And he's got a, honestly, great smile, great attitude, this kid.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's out there and he's going to be playing the right way as well.
It's definitely, he's a great 11. He's definitely got another year to keep growing.
How is that possible? Jeez.
Yeah. But it'd be nice getting those putbacks. If you get those offensive rebound, those putbacks really help the team.
Absolutely. I was sitting next to him. He was already sitting down at the free throw. Bullware with the shot. I was sitting next to him doing the in-house announcing the other night, and he was already sitting down when I got here. Then he stood up, and I was standing up, and he was looking well over me. He's such a tall kid, but such a nice young man. Niang up top. Guilford down low. Aya Kelly looks for Galuza. Stuffed by the aforementioned Isaac Jack, already making his presence felt.
There it is. Good awareness to grab that ball after the block too, right? Don't just get happy with the block.
Camps here. There's Isaac Jack. Oh, that's unfortunate. They're calling an offensive foul over the back for Isaac Jack. Questionable at best.
That seemed like a pretty quick call there. We watch it again.
He's a big man.
Here.
Let's see it. Was the ref right? I don't know, but that's okay. Hey,
we're going to go with no, but
we know the referees are good guys,
yes.
so I know they're going to be watching this later and giving me a hard time in public. So
hey, you can't get them all right?
No, that's true. And you know what? Honestly, these refs have been great all weekend long.
They have.
Big thank you. Hey, you know what? When it comes down to tournaments like this, major tournaments, no matter what it is in this province, you can't have it without volunteers, without officials, without the people in the background to put it on. It's not just about the athletes. They're the main focus. The game is the main focus. Everybody here loves basketball in this community.
Yeah,
but without the referees.
Right. There's referee's a big part of it. And like I said, for some kind of event like this, you have the staff, you have the student body, you have the community sponsorship, you have everyone involved, right? But you're right, the refs are a big part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes down to it. And this is a community event. I mean, we're alumni, we're here. We like giving back. And there's so many people here with ADSS experience, alumni. In fact, during the first quarter, you're going to hear from Jack Gilbert, one of the finest people in this community when it comes to basketball. And we'll have Sarah Smith with that interview in 46 and 8.8 seconds as soon as they can figure out the clock. Again, accuracy is a key when it comes to the Totem tournament, when it comes to any basketball tournament this size.
Well, it seems like Axel Nezel here is his first time at the line, and he's hitting his free throws too. The loudness of the gym hasn't had the same effect in this game as it did in the other game.
40 seconds left, 14-12 is the score. Jack down low, Bullware, Guilford, and one. Jermaine Bullware.
Again, great movement by ADSS. Again, not settling, moving the ball, getting the right shot. Good job.
Great work down low. Jack finding it. Isaac Jack could have easily went to the hole. Bullware's right there, down low, gets the 2 points. Here's the three-point play coming up.
You see who's there right next to when he's there is Isaac Jack, ready for the rebound, right? If it doesn't.
And there's Isaac Jack right there getting the rebound. Bullware thinking about it. Drives, goes up with the left hand, no good. Punched out by, looks like Jacob Churchill's into the game now, number 5. So again, these subs are coming fast and furious for ADSS.
And keeping fresh
Guilford.
legs out there.
Galuza looking for the last shot. Left hand, or goes to the left hand. Niang tripped up, no call.
4 seconds
5 seconds left. Bullware with his head up. He can see it. He's probably going to shoot it. No good.
Little late.
Just couldn't get it out. Niang is still down over on this side. I don't know if he hit his head or not, but and Captain Cam Sear is there to help him up. And so is Jared Atleo. He got tripped up, but I just don't know if he hit his head or not. He hit his head on the leg of Isaac Jack.
Yeah. I thought it was just his legs, but you're right. Yeah,
no,
he hit his head there.
He did hit his head. Yeah. So Niang's tough, though. He's going to go off, and here it comes. So that is the end of the first quarter.
14-14.
14-14 is that score. And let's go. Yeah, absolutely. It's 14-14. There's the score right there, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see on the screen, it looks like Jack Gilbert is going to be down there at the sidelines. Let's go down to Sarah.
Once I give you the mic. Yeah, I'm here with Jack. He's been to 62 of 65 of these tournaments. He's been a principal here and a coach. Jack, talk to me about the spirit of the Totem tournament.
Been tremendous, and it gets the kids something to be proud of at their school. Look at the crowds, sold out. Whole school is out to support them. Been a wonderful experience, and it's the oldest, longest tournament, high school tournament in British Columbia right now.
I'm glad you get to come every year and watch it.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't miss it.
All right, thanks. Enjoy the rest of the game. Okay, let's go back to the guys.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Appreciate that. Always great to hear from Jack Gilbert in this community. And here we go right now. That's Galuza on the very first play, getting an offensive foul. But Reynolds still had an opportunity, and they went to the hole a couple of times. Axel Nazil, Cam Sear, Captain Cam, has been great for Alberni so far. There's Jared Atleo putting the Reynolds player into the mixer. Here's that long three right here for Cam Sear. So he's been great in and out all quarter long.
Yeah, ADSS brought the offense early, and then Reynolds was able to match it in the second half of that quarter to bring it back. So see what happens now.
And there's that 4-point play. You don't see that very often, but there it was. So we're in the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
There's the pick. Got a body on him. That's what they need to do, right?
Looking for Tatouche up top, down, Winans, over to Atleo. He's thinking about it. There's Tatouche on the pick. Can't get the shot. Cam Sear tries to go down low to Sam Winans. That was that play that didn't work earlier. And Sam Winans, no good. And here comes the push. Eli Galuza, number 4 for Reynolds. Euros at, no problem. It will go.
It's a nice step. Get open there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo-esque. Say that a couple times fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Atleo down low, draws everybody, no good. Sam Winans puts his hand out in disgust.
Just can't get it to drop right now, can he?
Galuza. And
good read by
looks
Cam.
like Reynolds wasn't looking right there. Number 44, Sam Pertap, was directing traffic and didn't know the pass was coming. And that is out of bounds. ADSS gets a gift
Good
there.
job by Sam there to keep that alive, right?
Cam Sear doing the job. Sam Winans also, he's got to be able to get on that.
Here we go, yeah. ADSS hasn't had a basket in a while. They got to get one of these to drop, give them some momentum.
1 minute gone in the quarter. Only basket's been scored by Reynolds. Atleo up top, looking for the pick, drawing, left hand, stuffed as he goes in, but he gets the ball back, and that should be off Guilford. Number 10 for Reynolds. And here comes a substitution into the game. No, it is the horn.
Scorekeeper's timeout. Again,
trying to keep this as accurate as possible. Again, we've had so many volunteers here, so many scorekeepers. It's just been amazing. So everybody's trying their best to make sure that it's as accurate as possible, so the right team wins and the right team gets the right calls.
Yeah, and as we talked about in the last game, with the noise that's around here, it's very hard for people to talk to each other, just to communicate. So really, things can get missed.
The first night on Thursday, the referees literally came over and said, "I cannot hear the horn from the clock." That's how loud it was on Thursday night when Alberni was winning. That was Thursday, exactly.
Not even the feature game.
No, and that's exactly, and that's how Totem works. Yeah. It is loud, it is proud, it is an experience. And for teams that haven't been here in a while, like Carey High came here this year, they won, but they experienced that last night and they loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
And Alberni was into it until the very end of that game too. Up top, Galuza, left hand, goes to the right. Defended by Bulware. Tries to go in, but Cam Sears got that with a set of hands, and he dribbles all around Axel Nazil, but Nazil will get it, and he just can't get it to go. What a great concentration by Cam Sear. Dribbled all around Axel Nazil. Nazil almost had it on the other side. There's Tatouche out of nowhere. Yeah, and he points to his head, thinking he knows the shot clock. He only had about 6 seconds gone.
He's a shooter, and he's just, like I said, he hasn't got a shot lately, right? So sometimes you're wanting that shot too much right now. But again, I think ADSS has to find a pick for him. Someone should pick off the ball so that he can get open, right?
Absolutely. Sam Pertap there, going baseline. Took a little body, was able to get it up and go. So let's see. Here comes Tatouche all around, trying to find his way. He's being defended quite well. There's 2 3-point shooters up top, but Bulware go to the line, or go to the hole, no good.
A nice take to the hole, yeah. Not settling for the shot there and trying to take it in closer.
ADSS pressing a little bit. Down low, Niang looking, Tatouche all over. He's gonna go baseline, runs into Cam Sear, and that's an offensive foul.
That's good, that's his second of the game.
Cam Sear putting his feet. Now he's asking for a mop.
Here it is again. the second charge he's taken this game. Good on Cam. Sacrificing his body to get the call, the turnover.
Talk about volunteers. You got the young kids here too, doing mop duty. Absolutely love that. Future Alberni Armada players here to help out tonight. Tatouche up top. Cam Sear, Gus Brooks back in the game. The Gus bus. Here comes Sam Winans. Turns, fires.
There it is.
In traffic.
Of all of his shots, that's probably the toughest, and that's the one he hits. So good on him. Hopefully that gets him going.
Turn and fire with 2 people in his face. There we go. Reynolds again. Guilford down low.
It was a nice dish.
Nazil on a great play by Nick Guilford. 2016 is the score, 6:51 left in the first half. Brooks down low. Guilford gets a hand on it. Boulware gets it. 18 seconds left. He'll go baseline. Almost gets it to go on a very tough shot. Great push by Guilford. And that's going to be another one.
Cam taking his third.
And that's Cam Sear doing it again. The captain can do it all. And his bench loves it. Captain Cam. He knows what he's got to do. That's the kind of leadership you need. Taking multiple charges. And now those are big bodies coming this way, that's for sure.
It's a good job by him. Sacrifice his body, jumps in front early and stays still, right? It's tough to do.
Get those feet set outside of the restricted area. Little crossover. Brooks, far side, Boulware, fake, left hand, gets the foul. The shots haven't been successful for Boulware, but they're coming out to him, and they want to foul him, so he's going to go to the line every time.
Keeps attacking the hoop and making them do something, so good on him.
Jermaine Boulware gets the first to go. Boulware can't get the second to go. Pratap with the rebound, brings it down. Into the game is Carson Kammerbeek, number 22. Trying to look down low, great defense, prevent defense, handoff, back handoff, going to the hole, can't do it. Up top, Pratap, no go, rebound, Nazil, and he gets it to go for Reynolds.
And there was no one there for ADSS at that point with all the movement there of Reynolds. Made it tough for rebounding.
Good block out. Boulware going to the hole, finds Brooks, no. Cam Sear at the very top. Now you see that Pratap's out because you know he can shoot it. Gus Brooks finds Tatouche, that's as open as you're gonna get. Can't get it to go.
That's the shot that he needs. In motion, into the flow of the game. That is a good shot, and that's the one that's going to drop for him when he gets going.
That's the one you were looking for, like you said, Mike. And that's going to be a foul. No, out of bounds. Out of bounds, Alberni basketball. 22-17 is the score. 5:29 left in the first half. Sear on Pratap. Shot. Good.
Tough shot.
Tough shot.
To the side, but good for him. And ADSS needed a basket, so hopefully that help gets everyone going.
Time to D up. And there it is. Gus Brooks making it tough for the pass. Down low. And that's a turnover.
There's the shot again by Cam.
Stop, pop, drop. Cam Sear right at the elbow. Great shot. Up top, Brooks. Over. Boulware, deep, no. Sam Winans looking out top. There's Cam Sear, he'll stop again, and he'll do it. That's his shot now. They're going to give him that. He might as well take it, and he shows he can make that.
Get a nice decision. Takes advantage of the other guy overreaching. Gets a nice shot.
Pratap looking for the play up top. It's Nazil. Nazil looking on the back cut. Can't find it. There's the other cut. The back cut, we'll call it. And it's Eli Galuza coming back door on that one.
Yeah, and a good job by Reynolds. The other players see that and try and box their players out to give them the space to go to the net.
Boulware. Left hand again. He loves going that way. Stuffed by Yokeli. And stopping, trying to drop. Big rebound by Sam Winans and Pratap. and I think Winans is getting the call on that.
Yeah, it's again positioning there. Sam has found himself on the backside, right? He's got to work, get in that position, but it's a good job by Reynolds to push the pace there, so Sam wasn't able to get the front position.
Substitutions coming into the game after the foul. Jared Atlio's back in the game really quickly. Number 24 is Daniel Chin, another fan favorite here.
Yeah, I believe he's in grade 10, a junior that's come up to play with them for this weekend. So.
They've had him. They've had Davin Ralla as well, junior players that have come up to play for the senior boys. So first exposure for players at the Totem tournament.
It's got to be quite exciting to be pulling up to the senior team there when you're that young.
There's Cam Sear. I think that was one of 3 offensive fouls he took. Sam Winans, turn and fire. Nick Guilford making his way to the middle. Great pass there to Axel Maziel. There's 2. Nick Guilford, and you can tell Captain Cam loves it. Getting into it. So is everybody on the floor and in the stands as well. Great rebounding there by Nazeal. He's played well. And the shot again. First of 2 shots like that. Here's the second one. Cam Sear, he can do it all for ADSS. Galuza goes up with a right hand on the left-hand side. Yeah, he gets that to run.
Galuza's been taking it well to the hoop. He has that nice Euro step that you were talking about. He seems to be able to move, and even his shot off of 1 foot, was able to make one drop.
Very aggressive a lot of times when it comes down to it. With that Euro step, a lot of these players able to go straight and then sideways and then make it happen to get away from the defenders. So, like I said, Antetokounmpo-esque. Looks like Isaac Jack's back in the game for ADSS. Cam Sear, Jared Atlio.
I think they missed a few offensive and defensive rebounds there, and I think, Isaac here could really help try and grab those.
Got to clean up your own glass. So let's see if the bigger body can help out on the back end. Communication time, and it looks like now they're going to talk about a score. Just a bit of a delay here at the scorer's bench. Looks like the Reynolds coach is now questioning the score. I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary. It's 24-21 for Reynolds, a 3-point game with 4:12 left. And now it looks like the referees will get together and talk about it. Looks like Reynolds was going to try to take a quick timeout, but they thought the referee was coming back to play.
The coach looked a little frustrated trying to call his team over, and they weren't listening. By the time they did, the timeout was done.
And it looks like that's it. So Momar Niang back into the game for Reynolds after a quick little rest.
Yeah, good to see that he's back in there. He bumped his head at the end of the first quarter there, so
very fortunate. That's a 5-second violation.
Good job by the defense there.
You know, ADSS, that's one of those things they're very good at, is the prevent defense off the inbounds. The girls had 2 5-second violations, and this is the boys' first this game against Reynolds. Atlio, left hand, up top,
and that's
Chin.
all about just working hard, and that's what Alberni's doing.
Oh, looking for Daniel Chin. Looking for Chin on the cut, on the give and go. Couldn't get it to happen, and Chin will take the foul. And he's going to play great defense. He's going to be rough the whole time. He is fast.
He looks like
he can get in your face.
Yeah.
Pratap, up top. Galuza, almost out of the Armada logo. Gets by Chin. Stops, pops, drops, and 1. Eli Galuza making it happen for Reynolds.
Looks like Captain Cam is trying to have a quick chat with Chin to tell him, how to help in that situation. So
everything's a teachable moment.
Yeah, exactly. When you're coming up, this is the good thing. Listen to your seniors and just keep learning.
Galuza to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. And he does, with the ADSS pep band in the background. Very tough. Atlio, right hand to the top of the key. Down low to Touche. Up top. It is Cam Sear looking for Jack down low. There's two people right there. Kind of a moving screen there. Don't think that was exactly what they were looking for. Trying to get Tatouche open for a three-pointer there and just couldn't do it. A little miscommunication. But ADSS will retain possession. 3:19 left in the first half. It's a 6-point game. Reynolds leads. Inbound on the far side. And they get it out.
Good job to get it in there, yeah.
Very close to their own 5-second violation. Boulware, left hand, baseline, no good. Back with it, up, no good. Isaac Jack fights it.
There it is.
Get it. There's the big body we're talking about.
Good job by Boulware to keep that live and keep it going, not settling.
Boulware with the left hand. Jack fights off two players and lays it in. Galuza battles Boulware up top.
Good job by the rest of the Armada to get in there and make that drive difficult, but unfortunately they got the foul.
Tough foul there. 4-point game now, 2:50 left. And there's a huddle there. I was going to say, there's a Reynolds huddle there, but Chris Tatouche is right in the middle of it. So I don't know if they recognize there's a red player in their huddle.
Sometimes little things to get under the skin of the other team.
Hey, just standing there, right? Galuza hits the first.
I think what Chris was just saying, Chris Tatouche here, I think Reynolds may think of doing a box and one on Cam. We'll see if that goes in. I think that's what I was, if I could lip read it all. Not very good at it, but
yeah, you never know.
We'll see what happens here. No, it looks like they're still man right now.
Boulware again with the left hand, goes to the right hand, and it's Isaac Jack. 3 red players right there.
Here's
Isaac
the
Jack
shot.
goes up.
There
That's
it
the
is.
shot they're looking for.
Yep.
It is Chris Tatouche.
This is what Chris Tatouche needs to do, is get a couple shots under his belt like that, and then he can start taking the other shots that he's trying to do that are a little bit more difficult.
Baseline 3 thanks to Isaac Jack. Great play. Back up, Pratap. Nazil. Yakelli, 23, hits it.
That's a nice shot. There's not much you can do there.
Shots are shots. If you're going to make them, you're going to make them. Oh, gives it away. And it looks like a quick foul on Cam Sear.
That's a good foul. That's a good foul. It slows their possession there. If he doesn't do that, they're going to be out on a 2-on-1. So even though Cam's arguing, he doesn't know. He can't see like we are from this position. That
it's
was
a good foul. Absolutely.
Except for, sorry, I guess they're going to the free throw line.
Well, but you make them earn it.
Yeah, in my, I would assume they would have got a layup out of that any which way.
So that's ADSS's 5th foul this quarter. They're now in the penalty.
So the loud drums here really knock him off his game. Not quite yet,
but again, it's a good play. Make them earn it at the line with this crowd, with this noise. Prove to the other team that you can shoot that. And there it is,
there
1 for 2. So that's how it works.
One instead of a layup, right?
That's right. 1:55 left. It's a 6-point game, 32-26. Cam Sear bowls his man over. No good, though, as Nazil hits the floor.
And unfortunately, Isaac Jack had good position for the rebound, but it went over and didn't bounce back up, so he wasn't able to use his height on that.
Up top, Nazil, Niang, free 3, no good. Big rebound, comes all the way back out. Niang, Yakelli. Isaac Jack is all over him and maybe a little too much, and I think he may have taken one in the lower body area. He was very aggressive there, so he was in all over his man.
There's going to be a timeout there for him to walk it off.
And that's what it is. It's a timeout called with 1:26 left, 32-26 is the score right now as the pep band fires it up. Again, and the crowd keeps going.
Alberni's had a harder time trying to find those shots and get them in, but again, they'll find it.
So again, Cam Sear doing the job, setting the pace for Alberni. Couple of quick jumpers, really nice shots from those spots. Galuza, right hand on the left-hand side, making that happen. Here he comes again. He'll take the easy shot from there as well, and he'll get fouled. So he's been a great player, handling the ball most of the time. Boulware has been down there, hasn't had a lot of luck on the layups, but he sure made it happen by attacking the rim.
He's still forcing the action, right? If you get a couple of those to go, it'll be good. Try to take the pressure off of Cam, who seems to be doing most of the scoring right now.
Absolutely. Talking, and there's the aforementioned here, bowling his way through. No good, and again, just got over Isaac Jack, unfortunately.
Yeah. It'll be nice to see if Chris Tatouche can get a couple shots in. He's hit that one. If you get a couple more, that might spread out the defense there and give more room for people like Isaac, Cam, Sam. Try and get in there. Even for Bowler that's taken it to the hoop, may open them up.
Well, if they can just move it around a bit more, get some open shots. But right now, they're well within range. It's a 6-point game with a puck 26 left in the first half.
They want to pull this. They want to get this lead down a little bit before the half. They get it down to 4. You know, obviously it'd be better if it was tied or so forth. But even bring it back a little bit into a 4-point game instead of letting it go the other way into a double-digit 10-point game into the third, right? So they have a big job to keep it in single digits here.
Tyler Kelly, number 23, to the line for Reynolds. As Chris Tatouche looks on from behind. 1 for 2, but it gets it back, and they'll set up the offense one more time.
Well, those offensive boards are huge. Another possession.
Every single one, especially this late in the quarter. Niang directing traffic. He's all the way at half court, and he'll give it up too. Oh, great
try.
play by Nazil. Kelly tries. That is going to be off the rim, but ADSS with the rebound, and away
Good
we
pressure
go.
by ADSS with their defense.
Kobe Boss with a quick shot. No
Nice
good. And Niang is into the crowd to save it. Great play, but ADSS gets it. Under a minute. Great hustle there. And it looks like we've got fans down in the crowd too. And she looks all right. She's pretty tough. Number 4, Eli Galuza. They have benches set up on the sideline on the bleacher side, opposite of the players' bench, and it's right there. So if anybody goes out of bounds, you're going to take somebody out with you. That's how packed it is in here tonight.
So again, good hard defense by Alberni that's causing some turnovers.
They got to capitalize on it though when it comes down to it.
Yep.
And timeout Reynolds with 37.4 seconds left here in the first half of play.
Here's where I'd like to see the coach Rob play. Get a nice, use up your 30 seconds here, so they only have 7 seconds for their play. Get a nice 3 for Chris Tatouche. I'd like to see a few picks for him, get him open, get that nice shot at the end of your shot clock.
Here's some of the action for the first half. Nick Guilford down low, great play. Nazil and Pratap have been big for Reynolds down low tonight. Guilford again, that was one of the 3 offensive fouls drawn by Captain Camps here. And there's Nazil again. He's played well on the boards. Camps here with Pratap in his face. Here again, loses Pratap, hits the jumper. Galuza again for Reynolds. And here's Galuza getting the foul on the shot.
Yeah, if you set that shot up for Chris Tatouche, you have 7 seconds left. You have Isaac Jack down low. If he misses it, hopefully Isaac Jack can grab it, and you still have time for a putback. But we'll see what happens here.
Under 30 seconds left. Up top, looking for, there's Kobe Boss. He's a shooter
Here's
too.
Chris Tatouche coming around
There
the
he
wing.
is.
I think they were trying to set that up.
Well, they're just going to go to Isaac Jack, and he'll throw it down, big man. Throw it down, I say.
That's going to get the crowd going.
I think the ball was pretty aggressively taken out, so he's going to get a chat by the ref to not. And he's a great kid.
Yeah,
he didn't mean
I
to do
was
that.
gonna say the ref's got to let that go. There's a lot of excitement here, everything going.
Grade 11.
Here
Here's
comes
the dunk
again.
right here. Gets around his man. Two-hands it. Boom.
I think it may be the pushing of the ball afterwards, but
That's all it was.
Here
we
again.
go. It's Isaac Jack again. And the crowd goes wild for the grade 11 product. Number 29. Last chance for Reynolds. Galuza for 3. No good. And stuffed. Huge stuff by Isaac Jack, who absolutely owned the last 30 seconds of that quarter.
Back to the team, yeah. This is
Welcome back to
Isaac
you,
Jack.
Isaac Jack. I love it. So that'll finish the first half of play, 33-30. A quick turnaround for ADSS as Reynolds gives up a couple of quick buckets late to Isaac Jack. And there it is, 33-30 is the score now, sorry. As we take the halftime, and there's some highlights right here. There's that Chris Tatouche. So we'll be right back after this, ladies and gentlemen, here at Totem 65.
As you go at something for a while, you sort of build your own little barriers because you maybe failed. It didn't work before or something, so you don't even entertain that thought, whereas it's all fresh to him. It's just anything goes.
I'm just impressed with his work and all the detail he does on stuff. He'll take it to the next level.
This one's just been sanded.
He'll actually draw things out first and you know, almost measure it out and plan out how many parts he needs and all that, kind of like an engineer.
I like cardboard because you use glue and stuff and you can shape it with it, whereas with Lego you can't like physically bend it. And it just feels really good when I am doing it to build these giant things.
Cardboard, Lego, and foam. Oh my.
It took a few tries. It probably took, an hour of just getting the feel for it.
To experience someone who struggles to do anything, but is so determined, and he has absolutely no fear.
There's so much craziness in this world that you have to do what floats your boat.
Shaw Spotlight's mission is to celebrate, engage, and connect our communities, sharing a broad spectrum of in-depth stories featuring fascinating people, interesting places, and inspiring stories from across our amazing country. Canada is home to vast diversity, heartwarming humanity, and unforgettable experiences, all of which can be viewed anytime, anywhere on our social channels.
Hey, welcome back to Totem 65. I'm here with the Armada coach for the boys, Craig. That was a way to go into the half. Talk to me about, I don't like using the word momentum, but come on.
It is about momentum. We started to slow down a little bit. We took a timeout to reorganize. And when you got guys that can dunk like that, it sets the whole place up. This place went nuts.
Absolutely. But to be honest, this place has been nuts all night. What is with this place?
Well, when you have the second longest running basketball tournament in the country, you got this kind of community support. It's something to behold. I wish you could be here. You should be here.
Well, you heard it from Craig first. You should be here maybe next year?
Next year for sure.
Totem 66. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll have some more basketball after this.
Thank you.
I've always loved music and I love video. Thanks to Shaw Spotlight, I have my own show profiling local bands. I'm loving it, and so are they.
Shaw Spotlight's mission is to celebrate, engage, and connect our communities, sharing a broad spectrum of in-depth stories featuring fascinating people, interesting places, and inspiring stories from across our amazing country. Canada is home to vast diversity, heartwarming humanity, and unforgettable experiences, all of which can be viewed anytime, anywhere on our social channels.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the highlights of the first half. 33-30 is the score of a tightly contested game here between Reynolds Roadrunners and ADSS, the Alberni District Secondary School, here at the 65th Annual Totem Tournament. Cam Sear, Captain Cam, has been great for Alberni.
Yeah, he's been a big part of that first half. Taking charges, grabbing rebounds.
Shooting threes, obviously, from here. Looking at that highlight. But hey, you know what? Reynolds ain't going away. Eli Galuza's played a heck of a game as well.
That was a tough shot.
As well as Pratap Nazil, the two big men as well, who's been pretty much in every play. There's Pratap right there, the big man from down deep. Talking about big men, there's Isaac Jack with a lot of momentum in the last part of that half. Bulware getting that with the foul. This was the play where Niang was hurt, but he came back. That's one of 3 charges by Cam Sear. Doing it all on both ends.
Sam Winans there with a nice turnaround.
Nick Guilford here, down low. Nazil, great play. So the offense has been flowing.
There's the third charge right
There's
there.
that third charge right there, and he's going to jump up and tell him. 3 right there. He knows what he's doing out there, Cam Sear. Nazil, once again, he's had a few buckets.
Yeah, there's Cam. Nice pull-up shot there.
Pull-up shot over top of Pratap. Losing Pratap, pulling up, hitting it. This has gone back and forth. There's Galuza one more time. He's played a heck of a game with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he's been enough. Nice.
Very, very talented team, Reynolds Roadrunners. And in fact, they haven't really subbed a lot either. So these players have been out on the floor a long time. So this is a long tournament. Let's see if that affects them come the third and the fourth
Second
quarter.
half, yeah. Especially defensively, right? You start to slow down a little bit.
There's a lot of energy on the floor. When plays like that happen, it's really tough to play all 40 minutes. Isaac Jack down.
The big dunk, big excitement from the crowd.
This was after the steal as well.
I think everyone was waiting for another dunk there.
It's going to come pretty quick too. So 33-30 here at halftime. We'll have some more basketball up for you next here from Totem 65.
As you go at something for a while, you sort of build your own little barriers because you maybe failed, it didn't work before or something, so you don't even entertain that thought, whereas it's all fresh to him. It's just anything goes.
I'm just impressed with his work and all the detail he does on stuff. He'll take it to the next level.
This one's just been sanded.
He'll actually draw things out first and you know, almost measure it out and plan out how many parts he needs and all that, kind of like an engineer.
I like cardboard because you use glue and stuff and you can shape it with it, whereas with Lego you can't like physically bend it. And it just feels really good when I am doing it to build these giant things.
Cardboard, Lego, and foam. Oh my.
It took a few tries. It probably took, an hour of just getting the feel for it.
To experience someone who struggles to do anything, but is so determined. And he has absolutely no fear.
There's so much craziness in this world that you have to do what floats your boat.
Shaw Spotlight's mission is to celebrate, engage, and connect our communities, sharing a broad spectrum of in-depth stories featuring fascinating people, interesting places, and inspiring stories from across our amazing country. Canada is home to vast diversity, heartwarming humanity, and unforgettable experiences, all of which can be viewed anytime, anywhere on our social channels.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. A little halftime. We're going to talk a little bit about the tournament itself. I'm Charles Mealy here, along with the alumni himself, the master Mike Lang. Good to see you, Mike, as always, buddy. Yeah. So, Totem 65, we have been involved in many Totem tournaments over the years. What's your impression of how Totem tournament has gone, not just on the court, but maybe out and about, out in the hallways, and definitely with the fans coming in?
Yeah, like I said, it's from when I was, 2000, 20 years ago today, things have seemed to even progress quite a bit with the involvement. Again, the cheer squads and all the dancing, the band, even the participation of all the students here. Like, you just see it everywhere. Got to be good. They just keep growing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of it, too, has to do with the pride of the school itself. It's a brand new school. We say brand new. I was on City Council in 2008 when we agreed the land swap and allow the school to be built right in the middle of the town. And it's about 10 years old now, but the facility's unbelievable. Now, I'm not taking away from the old Alberni District Secondary School. It was our baby.
Yes.
It was nice.
Yes.
It was there for 50-plus years. It's gone now.
Yep.
It's unfortunate to see when you go up Bird Street, but this is quite a facility, and the gym definitely compares or is even a little bit better than what we had, even though that had its own love.
Different. It was different.
It was different, but this gym is amazing. And if you get a chance to come to Port Alberni and check out a basketball game, you got to come here to ADSS and the athletic hall as well, which also hosted part of the games in this area.
Yeah, and like I said, the Totem tournament, I can't say there's any other tournament on the island that's like this. The atmosphere, like you said, the other teams aren't used to it, so when they have to actually come play Armada, it's a big difference with, the band trying to play while you're shooting free throws. Just loud. You can't talk to each other.
Look at that crowd right there on the highlights, as we say. It's just a packed house in here.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. The 50-50 was a couple $100 last night. Like, the support in this community for not just basketball, but for Alberni District Secondary School athletics is huge. And that's a testament to the teaching staff, guys like Craig Brooks, guys like Mike Roberts, who we talked to earlier, who keep that tradition alive. And to talk about tradition, I mean, we're going to have the Alberni Invitational Wrestling Tournament in a couple weeks. So sports is huge in this community, and it continues on. And like I said, 65 years. It's unbelievable to have a tournament going on that long. Longest running in BC, second longest in the history of Western Canada.
Yep.
And that just shows, like, again, a testament to the people who are coming here and helping out to do all this.
And you're right. It's just, it goes back to all the people involved and all the people you don't see, but it takes a lot of people, a whole community to make this happen. So.
And we love it here in the Alberni Valley. So coming up, second half, ladies and gentlemen, 33-30 is the score for Reynolds Roadrunners. Let's get to some messages, and we'll be right back with the second half.
All right. Nailed it.
This whole area is called the Emerald Sea, and it's one of the top diving destinations in the world.
We've got so much different invertebrates here, even compared to the tropics. The amount of life here is uncomparable, really. Because we have a beautiful waterfront community, it's bringing tourists here. The more tourists we have, the more disposables they have.
The water affects the land affects the water. And this is one very good example of how when you have population come into an area and you have activity around a harbor and in a marina, you end up having an effect on that environment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the second half of the final game here at the 65th Annual Totem Tournament here in the heart of the Alberni Valley. It is the Reynolds Roadrunners 33, Alberni District Secondary School 30 to start the second half.
Looks like AD is coming out with a 2-3 zone defense, trying to mix it up and see how Reynolds does against it. Reynolds is going to have to shoot better. Usually you get more shots off that, forces them to shoot, so I think AD is trying to test them there. Obviously, right now, out of this half, they're 0 for 1.
I love that janky D, and it's working so far already on the first possession. Cam Sear, stop, pop, drop.
It's a tough shot.
That's his shot. Everything seems to be his shot right now, but that is a very effective shot over top the big man for Reynolds.
So here they go. You're 2-3, you got to be aggressive, and you got to be active.
It's 33-32 now. It's a one-point game. Reynolds down low. Kelly, who is off the bench and is in the game still from the first half. Eli Kaluza picks up his dribble, and that is a very persistent Jordan Mack, and he's going to get that.
Again,
Jordan Mack, what a play.
Reynolds hasn't quite figured out what they need to do on that 2-3 zone. I bet you another possession, they're going to have to take a timeout here to figure it out, but they were overloaded one side there, but couldn't switch the ball, so they had no one to pass to.
So it's effective so far, that 2-3 zone. Here comes Cam Sear. He'll stop pop again. No good. Sam Winans, no good as well. Nazil for Reynolds. It's Galuza directing traffic on the right side.
So again, trying to overload one side and bring it.
Going down low. That's what they're looking for, but here comes the collapse in the zone.
Good
and that
help
was a
by
great
Zach.
play by number 10, Zach McDonald.
Yep.
Up to the aforementioned McDonald. Back over to Cam Sear. Top of the key. Stopping his dribble is Raymond August, number 8 now, with Jordan Mack on the floor, seeing their first action. Sam Winans turning, firing, can't get it to go. Rebound, Niang, who looks like he has recovered fully from his spill earlier on in the game. Pratap, Niang, Galuza thought about it.
They're trying
Niang.
to move the ball, starting to move it. That's what you got to do to break the key.
Niang, oh, probably could have shot it, but he fumbled the ball. And it's an unfortunate turn of events.
Yep.
And you can see Captain Cam Sear picking up Niang, because we know Niang took a bit of a spill in the first quarter, did come back, but he's a very aggressive player, very shifty, very fast. Niang is, can move side to side very well, and Alberni had to take the foul there to stop him. Yep. Galuza up top.
I said Alberni's doing a good job with their 2-3 zone. They're talking. You have Simon Winans yelling, leading the charge there, which is doing a great job.
Galuza stops the dribble all the way across. There's that overload. It is Pratap for 3. He's 2 for 2 from downtown as the big man. 36-32 now for Reynolds. Cam Sear looking out. Big Zach McDonald back out. It's Sear for 3. No good. No rebound. Out of bounds. It's going to be Reynolds basketball.
Yeah, good job by Zach to find Cam there open for the 3.
All the way across, so that's how you're going to get away from the zone defense. You got to make that long pass. It's dangerous, but if you can do it, you get an open shot. Niang, 2 people on him. There's that long pass again. Pratap. This time McDonald's out to get him. They got to reset. Niang looking all the way across. There it is. McDonald gets out there on him, commits a foul, but really moved his feet well to get there.
Yep.
Couldn't shuffle his feet to go sideways. Pratap will draw the foul.
Good job by Zach. Both times they swung it there, he did his job, got out there, stopped him from getting the open shot.
I think he saw that after the first one, where he had Pratap's 3 there, and now he's going to get out there. That's his job, and he's playing well.
He's got to commit, and someone else has to protect him from the back end.
And it's jump ball. Oh, there's a whistle, jump ball. And again, if you didn't catch the first game, so in high school basketball in British Columbia, there is no physical jump ball. There is a possession arrow. So anytime there is a jump ball, they will choose, or they will go with the possession arrow. This time it's Alberni. The next jump ball will go to Reynolds. McDonald up top. Mack. Here's the stop, pop, and drop once again from Cam Sear. No go. And it looks like Jordan Mack's going to take a foul.
Just got his hands in there a little bit much.
Might have bopped the nose of Eli Galuza.
Fouls are starting off 3-0 against Alberni there. They're going to have to try and hold back there, not to put them to the free throw line.
Again, it is a 5-team foul every quarter. Everything after that, unless it's an offensive foul, is free throws. Pratap down low. Trying to move the ball effectively in that zone once again. Couldn't do it. And I think Alberni may have barely touched it on the way
I was
out.
going to say, I thought it went off Alberni's foot there, so it looks like the other ref saw that too.
Again, we go about how these refs have been great all weekend, and these guys have worked a lot of games this weekend in 2 different gyms to make this happen. So really, again, can't thank the refs enough for doing their jobs. And these guys definitely deserve maybe a burger and a fries after the game. The boys deserve it. They've been working. Oh, easy in. Oh, missing out was Pratap. There was a missed assignment on defense there. Pratap couldn't make it go. Nazil.
Yeah, Alberni got lucky there that they missed the layup because no one was checking him.
So that is Sam Winans. That's his 4th now. So Sam Winans is in a little bit of foul trouble. But I think we all know that ADSS does have a large bench.
It's true.
So,
I don't know if coach knows that because he will be subbing him off.
he did. So
we've
we've got some great communication at the bench there, telling each coach how many fouls everybody's got.
Yeah.
So Craig Brooks did know, and so Isaac Jack may come in, or another player may come in now to give a rest. And so you're going to need Sam Winans in the fourth quarter in a game like this. Here's that deep three. So it's there. Zach McDonald, number 10, gets out there a little too late. The next two plays, he was out there on him quite well. So he made the adjustment and was able to get out there and stop Pertap. But Pertap is 2 for 2 from deep for the big man. That's not bad.
Yep, if they keep doing this 2-3, he's going to get a few more shots out there. So we'll see how he fares with that.
Once again, Totem spirit is in full effect. ADSS cheerleaders always putting on a show here for the fans. Once again, can't express enough how happy we are to be part of this great tradition here in the Alberni Valley. So it's going to be Reynolds' ball coming in.
Still a 4-point
Nope, sorry,
game.
I apologize. It's free throws. Axel Nazeal.
That was the fourth foul on Sam Winans there. Yeah, that put us into that.
So Nazeal to the line. Yeah, it's getting loud in here again. Also, that's the best thing about this tournament is any team can apply, but there's a waiting list to get here. So
really,
if you're watching this anywhere in the province of British Columbia and you want to be part of Totem, contact ADSS, and you may be part of this great tradition next year. Yeah. Carey High made their first trip to Totem this year for the first time in years, and they won the whole thing this year.
Wow.
So, but they're great. They've been the provincials 4 out of 5 years, I believe. Yeah. So they're a great team, but it's always good to have all this basketball here on the island.
Different experience, again, everything. It's nice.
Yeah,
to see for everyone.
It is. It's wonderful, and you know, sometimes we have teams come from the mainland or abroad, and it's big for them because they don't even get that kind of experience in the lower mainland or in bigger centers. This is that small town feel. It's packed in here. Again, we made the joke about the fire marshal hopefully not being here tonight, but there's not a seat in the house that is empty right now.
People are standing in the doorway.
Oh, and it looks like a comment from the Reynolds bench, and someone got teed up over there. So a bad word or something was said on the Reynolds bench, and it is technical time.
Alberni's really got to take advantage of this, get back in the game, try and get this game tied up in the third, take advantage in the fourth.
So I'm not too sure if it was Coach Olsen or somebody else that was on the bench. Very rarely is it a player, really. I mean, these are high school kids, and a lot of times they mind their P's and Q's. It's a big, it's a big thing to be here, and chances are they're not going to say anything nasty to the referee. But obviously, somebody said something to referee Pavan on the way by, and it was a quick tee, so couldn't take advantage. But Alberni will continue with their possession. 38-32, just under 6 minutes left here in quarter number 3 at the 65th Annual Totem Tournament.
There you go, trying to get it down low.
Cam Sear.
And you thought he was fouled there, but good job on him to get back up and go play defense, right?
I think we just saw that maybe, but a call not going the way of Reynolds. So Alberni District doesn't want the same deal. They're just going to get up and go at it, but
you got to
Eli
play the
Galuza,
whistle no matter what, right? So good job from Cam to just ignore it after he got frustrated and get back and play defense.
Eli Galuza with the baseline jumper. That was Raymond August trying to go baseline himself. Out of bounds off him, and it is Reynolds basketball. Jermaine Boulware, number 11. Always the up player, a lot of energy. Like I said, played hard against the tournament MVP last night. Was all over him and shut him down. No points in the first half last night. So
That's a big job. Good
and there is
defense
Boulware doing it right there. Causes the turnover. Here comes Alberni. Atleo, left, right, up top to Touche.
And keep moving the ball. Good job by Alberni.
August, up top, Boulware. He's going to go again with the left hand. No. Atleo, he's going to go with the right hand. Spin, loses the ball. Picked up by Reynolds, and away comes the Roadrunners. Galuza, arm up.
Boulware right back on him, right?
And that's a tough foul to take right at half court.
That's going to put them into free throws also, so that's unfortunate to get the foul that far away from the hoop.
So it's a 10-minute quarter. We got 4:31 left here in quarter number 3, and they are now in the penalties. So again, any foul other than an offensive foul for Alberni, and Reynolds will go to the line. And their main ball handler right now, Eli Galuza, will go to the line. Fighting through the noise. Galuza hits his first. In and out.
Good rebound.
ADSS hometown bounce out of that rim. Here comes Cam Sear. Euros it. Makes it happen. No. Great rebound by Raymond August. It's going to be a jump ball. Unfortunately, it will be Reynolds basketball. But a great play to try to rip that rebound down or rip it out of the hands. Boulware is now up, so it is Niang who's going to take the ball rather than the other player, Galuza. Yakeli receives it, gets it back to the backcourt. Here he is, number 4.
Oh, good defense.
Stripped away by Boulware, and Boulware is going to just stick on him the whole time to let him know he is there.
Trying to intimidate.
No, actually, that's a foul on Boulware. They called a foul. The back referee did. Yeah, and I think he's upset about that because I thought he thinks he had it clean.
I think it was a technical foul. I think he was too far in the face, and maybe some words were said.
Right, and that is maybe one thing for Boulware. I did see him last night. He was quite animated when he was guarding, and maybe just taking it a little too far. So it's not what he said, it's the actions of what he did. He kind of taunted him on the way through. So Boulware is going to find himself a seat, and he's going to actually have Coach Craig Brooks is going to stop him as he goes to sit down for a bit of an explanation on what he needs to do to stay in the game. So I guess what that is Boulware did the job, didn't have the foul there, stripped it cleanly, but then it was the actions afterwards, unfortunately.
Exactly.
So. ADSS gets that possession
Sometimes
anyways.
again in these you get emotionally involved, and some things happen that you know,
absolutely
not used to doing. Nice
Raymond
take, nice
August.
finish. Alberni needed that.
And one. Couldn't see the referee from here, but that is an and one. Raymond August, number 8.
Here it is again. Nice take to the hoop. Gets hit.
Puts his head down, throws it up with the right hand. Boom.
Again, Alberni needed a basket, and that's going to help.
41-34, 3:47 left. Reynolds looks like they were going to try to run away with this one in the third quarter, but Alberni sticks around. And a three-point play.
Nice shot. It's a good job by Alberni to keep their composure, come back and get that basket.
Pratap. 2 for 2 from three-point line. Nazil. Niang. Nazil. Long 2. No good off the face of Pratap, unfortunately. Bad bounce in his case. And here comes Alberni with the push.
You can feel the pace picking up a little bit. And Alberni maybe feels that they need to score.
Give and go. Down low. Atleo. Can't get it to go. Quick pass. No good. Kobe Boss gets it back. And it looks like a foul on Reynolds.
Yeah, it's only the 4th foul. They need one more there to get to the free throw line.
That's Galuza. So Eli Galuza with a reach in. That's his second. So he's doing okay so far. Not a lot of foul trouble here. Just probably Sam Winans for ADSS.
Yeah, I think that's the only one.
All right, Tatouche thought about it, goes up top. Jordan Mack, sorry, I apologize. And definitely hitting the floor. Got the call there. Cam's here. He's been everywhere tonight.
He has, and Alberni's bringing it back into check, at least at the end of the third. You said it looked like Reynolds was going to pull away there, and Alberni's found a way to kind of put that back in check and giving himself a chance to come back in the fourth quarter.
So when I was just talking about foul trouble for Reynolds, didn't say there was a lot. Eli Galuza picks up his second in about 30 seconds, so now he's got 3. So he's really got to watch out now. He's got 3 minutes left in this quarter.
Yeah, he doesn't want to pick up his fourth in this quarter.
I think it'd be really tough if he picks up one more this quarter. It's going to make him very, very tough to be as aggressive as he wants to be in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think they're subbing him out right now to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, there they are. They're subbing him out. We won't probably see him again this quarter. He'll probably come out to start the fourth quarter again.
Number 10, Nick Guilford's into the game for Reynolds. The Roadrunners up 41-37 with 3 minutes left here in quarter number 3. Pratap looking down low. And a bit of a mix-up.
Miscommunication, yeah.
Nazil was already moving from the down low post up top, so a freebie for ADSS. Let's see if the captain can do something with it. No go. And it comes out to the aforementioned Nazil. Kind of works out for him. Back comes Pratap. Here comes the big man, working it up top. Niang.
Yeah,
can't get it. Stopped his dribble.
It's different to see him up top leading the point.
Forces the defense to change what they're doing.
Definitely.
And moves the big body from down low.
Traveling, good defense.
Violation. So again, great defense.
Jordan Mack there, making sure he didn't get an easy shot off.
Jordan Mack has been great on defense ever since he came into the game. And here comes Alberni. 4-point game, 2:21 left. Chris Tatouche. Down low. Kobe Boss. Tatouche. Far side. Mack. Deep. Can't get it to go. Kobe Boss. Up and under.
Nice putback.
Great rebound by Kobe Boss.
Yeah, Jordan Mack, unfortunately, it was a nice shot. Just couldn't get it, almost did, but
great work
there. Kobe Boss with a good rebound and way to go right back up with it.
Niang with the left hand, goes into the lane. Can't get anything happen. Now he's going to turn and fire. Not a great shot there, but that's all he had.
Again, Alberni's doing a good job not giving them good opportunities to shoot. So
there's Tatouche, quick shooter. Can't get it to go. That's a long 2. Kobe Boss almost, but he got boxed out. Nazil fixing his headband as he comes down for tap.
Momar Niang's done a good job on Chris Tatouche to keep. I think he's probably got the scouting report that he's a good shooter before the game and stayed around him quite the whole game.
Absolutely. Jordan Mack almost had that one, but it falls into the hands of the Reynolds player, and he's up and under for a bucket. So 43-39. Oh, unfortunate for Kobe Boss, and he picks up a foul too. Couldn't handle the pass, goes right into the hands of the defender in front of him, and then he fouls him on the way by.
Again, he's going to shoot free throws out of this, but he was going to have a free layup to get 2 points for free, so he'll have to earn them at the line now.
Referee's going to talk about it. I think he just wanted to make sure what kind of foul it was. Definitely, though, it is going to be shooting now, like you said. Both teams are in the penalty. So we have Tyler Yakelli. No.
Is it clear back?
Right, a clear path foul. Exactly. So the player had a clear path to the bucket if it wasn't for the foul for Kobe Boss. So that is actually a technical foul. So again, it's not something you say. You can get a technical for a lot of things. And you can tell why he takes those shots. So, a couple of beauties.
Here comes Isaac Jack again, hopefully to boost up some energy here at the end of the third quarter.
So Reynolds gets the 2 free throws, and they'll get possession as well after that clear path foul. Here comes Isaac Jack. Listen to the crowd.
I think they're trying to give Camp a little bit of rest, the same for the fourth quarter.
They're going to need him, that's for sure. Looks like they're going to go back with that zone. 2-3 per tap. Stops. Jackson his face. No good. Pratap once again, and he'll take it out and reset it. Niang. Nazil down low. Guilford on the back door, no good, but he's fouled.
No, nice challenge by Jordan back there.
He's played great defense as he's coming to the game. .1 seconds left in the third quarter. 45-39 for Reynolds. Nick Guilford, number 10 for Reynolds, at the line. Can't get it to go, but they're going to get the rebound, and it could be a foul on Boss in the lane. Or was it a shooting early lane violation? So the player for ADSS was in too early. So that is going to be a reshoot for Nick Guilford. Referee comes over because the clock did move, and it shouldn't have, but very tough at that point. You don't think that the player is going to have a lane violation, but just a little eager to try to get in and block out his player on his side. So, and the coaching staff for ADSS just making sure, as well as the tournament director, and they're just going to fix the clock to ensure that there's the right amount of time on it. We can add some more time. This has been exciting. It's been great basketball. It's been great basketball. Everybody here's loved it.
It's been a good close game. Both teams working really hard.
Absolutely. There's that crowd once again. A lot of students in there. On the far side, there's a lot of students here, but on the far side, a lot of adults as well. Alumni, former players, ADSS Wall of Famers. I think we had, and if you want to be on the ADSS Wall of Fame, Athletic Wall of Fame, you have to go to some sort of post-secondary education as well as sports. So we've had a few of those here today, a few of those people come this weekend. We had Olympian Travis Cross here yesterday as well. And I was trying to see, I know his family's here tonight. So it is a big thing here in Alberni
It's
Valley.
a big event for the sports world, and yeah, it brings people from all different sports come and see.
Absolutely. 46-39, last minute of the third quarter. Up top, quick swing. Mack over, Boss looking. There's Tatouche. Couldn't get it. Now he's going to shoot it. Just off Niang. Momar Niang, great defense. Way to be out there right away. And it really pressured Tatouche's shot.
Yeah, I think he's done a great job defending Chris Tatouche there and trying to shut down that shot.
Pratap wants the last shot, or at least the last possession. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So chances are they're going to hold it to the very end.
Oh,
there's Guilford. He's going to go for it. Runs into a wall. That's Isaac Jack. And he gets the ball to Ukeli, number 23. So 8 seconds left. Last chance, Alberni, here in the third quarter. They got to move it around, and they're going to throw it away. And the time expires, however. I'm pretty sure there was at least 2 seconds left.
Yeah, they'll put some time back on the clock there. Reynolds will have another possession.
Nick Guilford's talking to the bench, trying to get pulled away by Pratap. But I think they have a legitimate beef at this point that there was time left on the clock. Now the coach, Tyler Olson there, has got to take a little time. If he was the one that was teed up earlier, that could be a problem. But 2.1 seconds left. Now there is a referee right there, looking at the clock and the play at the same time. He knew exactly how much time was left. I said 2 seconds. It's 2.1. He's on it. Great defense there by Jacob Churchill, who's into the game for ADSS on a defensive assignment.
Again, Isaac should be under the hoop there, yeah.
And he almost got that to go on the last chance. That would have gone. That would have counted, but Sam Pratap can't make it happen.
Yep.
So
9-point difference here, 48-39. Hopefully Alberni can pull it back early in the next quarter.
We got 10 minutes left. It's the fourth quarter coming up, ladies and gentlemen, right after this.
I've always loved music and I love video. Thanks to Shaw Spotlight, I have my own show profiling local bands. I'm loving it, and so are they.
Shaw Spotlight's mission is to celebrate, engage, and connect our communities, sharing a broad spectrum of in-depth stories featuring fascinating people, interesting places, and inspiring stories from across our amazing country. Canada is home to vast diversity, heartwarming humanity, and unforgettable experiences, all of which can be viewed anytime, anywhere on our social channels.
Back to the highlights, ladies and gentlemen. There's Sam Pratap, 2 for 2 from the outside. Very tough to defend a big man that can shoot the 3. And there is Raymond August with a right hand going through the lane. Great.
There's a nice putback. Yeah.
Great rebound putback by Kobe Boss. There is Nazil, Axel Nazil from Reynolds, played a heck of a game. And there's another player that's come off the bench. Tyler Yakelli's been their 6th man, coming off the bench and playing a lot of minutes for Reynolds. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the last 10 minutes of the Totem Tournament. 65th annual Totem Tournament, the longest running basketball, high school basketball tournament in the province of British Columbia. 65 years in running. The last 10 minutes here in the feature game on a Saturday night. It is Reynolds Roadrunners in the white, 48. It is Alberni District Secondary School in the red, starting with the ball that's got 39 points. Up top, stopping his dribble, going down low. It's Cam Sear. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Momar Niang, and back comes Reynolds.
Yeah, it looks like you have Cam and Isaac on this quarter, trying to get something started here for ADSS.
Well, looking for the double team, and here it comes. Nick Guilford's out. Now it's a different double team,
Good
and
hands.
he's off. Ooh, off the Alberni player, so very effective defense, just couldn't get the turnover.
Good hands by Jared there. Yeah, Alberni wants to push them now. They only have 14 seconds in the shot clock, so don't bail them out with a foul here.
Great take out to Pratap. He's 2 for 2, and now he's 2 for 3.
Maybe those are the legs that you're talking about. He's played a lot of minutes today, right?
He's played a lot of minutes this weekend, but I don't think he's gone off this game. So again, fourth quarter could be a problem for those players that their conditioning's not up or just have played a ton this weekend. So it looks like there was a problem with the inbounds there, so they're gonna reset it. I think Alberni was trying to maybe roll the ball to have the clock not start right away.
Yeah, and I think the clock did start. I think that's part of the problem.
Well, there's that home field advantage, isn't there? Yeah. Here comes Atleo. It's August. Up top to Touche. Looking back.
Again, good D by Momar there.
Absolutely. Here's August
nice
again.
Take.
No good. Momar Niang, just like you said, comes down with the rebound, and away we go. Pratap on the corner. Hassled by Atleo to Touche on Niang. Back to Pratap. He's going to try to go in the middle for Nazil, but it goes all the way out to Nick Guilford. No good. Nazil comes down with it, can't go. Oh, and he's absolutely stuffed by Isaac
Great
Jack.
block.
Feed the beast, they say. Here comes Cam Sear. That's it.
There it is.
And one. Cam Sear.
They feed off that energy, right? One big block, now a big basket. Hopefully they can ride this.
Block on one end. 3-point play coming up on the other. And it looks like Pratap took a bounce there. Talking to the referee about a push, but looks like it was all Isaac Jack and Cam Sear.
That's
out of bounds. Off of Isaac Jack. Very aggressive. And here comes Reynolds. 48-41, 8:22 left in the final quarter.
Oh, here
and that's off Pratap's face. And here comes Yang over the line. It's going to be a jump ball. So since it was hit out by the Alberni player, there is no backcourt violation. He was laying on the line, but it was a great play by the Alberni defender to jump in and get the jump ball. And you can see in the background, there's that possession arrow, the yellow arrow. And that will change as soon as the player gets in, and now will be Alberni ball during the next jump ball. Guilford to Niang. trying to go down low.
Good job by Isaac. Got a hand in there.
Great deny
I think
defense.
it's good overall D by ADSS.
Oh, and great defense by Nick Guilford. And he's flying up the court, and he's going to lose the ball. Is it out off of AD?
I don't think he ever had great control of it once he was going down. I think he was fighting against it the whole time. But
I think he's a little upset. I think the Reynolds player thought it was out off of Alberni District, but it wasn't. And here comes ADSS up top. August can't do anything. Gets stuffed. Comes back. There's a jump ball right there. And there's Niang as well on the ground. He's played hard tonight for Reynolds.
Yeah. There's a lot of jump balls there, so the possession arrow matters.
All right, here comes the starting point guard, Eli Galuza. He's got 3 fouls, so let's keep an eye on that. But as we saw in the last game, some players play really well with 4 fouls. Jenica Mercer did that.
That's right.
She played really hard last game with 4 fouls and didn't pick up her 5th, so you got to know how to play in control. Isaac Jack on the post to Touche, to Cam Sear, gets the pick, shoots the 3, got it, no rebound. Had a hand in his face even though the pick was set by Isaac Jack. Here comes Galuza. Nazil, great play, Axel Nazil. Atleo back, 9-point game.
Reynolds took advantage of the D not being all the way back there.
No go by Atleo. Here comes Pratap.
Yep.
Getting it up there.
So now Armada gets back, gets set up, gets the half-court D set up.
There's the switch, down low, off a player, should be Reynolds basketball. And a very polite Isaac Jack says thank you to the referee for giving him the ball.
Yeah. So yeah, when you're playing in zone defense and a couple players haven't made it back, it really throws things for a loop there. It's tough to play defense on that. So
here comes Gus Bus. That's Gus Brooks into the game. Fan favorite number 1. Down low to Pratap. And that's not easy, but he got it to go. Sam Pratap. Here comes our Alberni. Gus Brooks. Corner. Shoots it. Wide. Just a little long. No foul. And back comes Reynolds on the run. Guilford takes it down, much to the delight of his
I think
teammates.
Coach is going to have to take a timeout here, slow it down.
It's like Jordan Max coming back into the game for defense. Here comes Guilford again. Niang over too far. Try to be tipped in volleyball style by Guilford, and then he hits it out of bounds.
Too much energy there, yeah.
And he is jacked up, number 10 for Reynolds. He is all over the place. Playing well is Nick Guilford. Here comes, again, Jordan Mack into game number 23 for ADSS. He's going to sit out here at the far side. Down low.
That's a nice
Cam
pass.
Sear. And 1. Cam Sear.
Good seal by Cam. Good entry pass there.
Great in pass. Looked over, saw that there was a hole there. Pratap with the foul. Sear with a bucket. And he'll go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play. 54-43 right now, 6:16 left. And the rings of MVP coming out from his bench and the crowd. Cam Sear. 10-point game, 6:15 left. Another close one here at Totem Tournament. Guilford up top.
There you go. Yep. ADSS gonna have to make a push here.
Niang on the far side. 3. Can't get it to go. Good. Jordan Mack into the game. And he grabs the rebound. Not sure if he was fouled or what the call was. I think it's just out of bounds.
Here it is. I didn't quite see if he got pushed or. It's a tough one.
Tough call. Again, easy bucket. Down low for Reynolds. They've had 2 plays like that.
They really got to plug that
can't
middle.
pick up the picks fast enough. Touche stops his dribble. Sear. Mack. Looking down low. Hey, nice hands. Good set of hands there, Langer. You still got it, buddy.
Heard him getting subbed in the 4th.
Well, let's go. Let's call it. Let's get your old jersey out. Timeout.
Doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit. Timeout called. And here's Campsier right there. Great play. Gets it. There's Nazil, Axel Nazil again.
Yeah.
There's that easy play. They just can't seem to pick that up on the inbound.
I was going to say, all you got, your job at the inbound is to plug that middle and not let that easy basket in. We've seen 2 to 3 of them, just easy baskets, easy passes. So job is to plug that middle up so they can't do that.
That's the last play, the 3-point play by Captain Campsier. You can see the bench there. 56, 44, 5:46 remaining here in the final game of the Totem tournament. And it's getting loud in here again. You gotta love it. Love the atmosphere here. To anybody watching that's not living in Port Alberni, you are always welcome to the Totem tournament. Come and experience this for yourself. You will not be disappointed. All right, 12-point game for Reynolds. Niang. Down low, Guilford looking all the way across for his guard mate. Down low, back out. It's Galuza for 3. No good. Rebound crash. And the diminutive Gus Brooks pulls down the rebound amongst all the tall bodies. Here comes Tatouche. Up top, Mack. He's going to go with a right hand. He's going to get stripped by Yakelli. And back comes the bench player and puts it in. He's played very well off the bench for Reynolds tonight.
Yeah, Sam Winans had to hold back there due to his fouls.
All the way for number 23. Very nice. Mack up top, all the way across. It's Gus Bus. He's going to go to it, and it's going to be a traveling violation. Just picked up the foot a little early and stepped back down. He had to get through the bodies, and he almost did it. 58-44. Quick shot, Guilford. 3. Yes.
That one really hurts the chance of coming back here.
Just seems like he was out on his own by himself, and Gus Brooks couldn't get out to him in time. It's a very tough assignment for the Gus Bus. All the way across, Niang, down low, Yakelli, can't get it. Off Mack, just can't get to it. Ends up at the feet of some of the fans over there. Looks like Dave Ralla, big sponsor. A lot of people here. There's extra bleachers, extra benches put out here tonight for these games.
It's amazing, how many people have showed up and showing their support. Like you said, it all helps the sponsors. Like Dave Ralla there is a big sponsor. It's Boston Pizza that puts on a lot of this. And
actually, you can just see it in the background. All the names on the wall are all sponsors of Alberni Athletics and making this happen. Great rebound, ripping it down is Campsier, and back comes ADSS. And that's Howie Little into the game now for ADSS. He's seeing his first action. So going with a faster lineup now is Coach Brooks. Guilford can't get it to go, and it is the captain once again ripping it down. Tatouche, Campsier, spin, fires, can't get it to go. No rebound. Here comes Reynolds. It's Niang.
Yeah, it looks like Alberni's lost their rebounding in there. They're not being aggressive.
Well, they went to a smaller lineup now. They have 2 post players and 3 guards, what it looks like on the floor. So they're going to try something different, and it's coming back the other way. And it's Guilford with the left hand, can't get it to go. But he's going to go to the line after a foul by what it looks like Howie Little. No, I apologize. Gus Brooks picking up the foul there. 3:32 remaining.
It was good defense there by Guilford that really, put the pressure on, took that ball, and then sprinted hard down and get that layup. So
Jermaine Boulware back into the game after the coach Brooks had a little chat with him, and it looks like Howie Little may have hurt his wrist. So Howie comes in to the game, gives some very effective minutes. Niang, no go, rebound, Tatouche, that's a foul. That's on the aforementioned Niang. And he's played a heck of a game too.
He's played, like I said, defensively he has done a good job and rebounding and just being around.
Reynolds in general, the majority of their players, I mean, I'm looking at their lineup. They've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 players on their bench. 5 are on the floor at any given time. So, and if you look at the Alberni bench, they have an absolute plethora of players they can go to, but you got to give it to Reynolds. They haven't gotten tired just yet. Bullware, baseline, no go. Jack can't get it. Here comes Galuza.
Yeah, you're right. Reynolds stayed to about a core of 7 players, and they all look like they've held out well. Still being aggressive.
Back out to Niang, to Galuza. They're wearing that clock out now. This is what they're going to do. They're going to try to go at least 10, 12 seconds into the shot clock. And Pratap, since I've talked about him so much, Pratap's 0 for 2 now. He's got a bit of a smile on his head because he knows he's had a heck of a game otherwise.
2 for 2 and then 2 for 2 air balls.
2 for 2 first half, 0 for 2 second half. So, but he's played a heck of a game. Tatouche out. Bullware.
He's definitely been a big factor for him.
Unbelievable factor in and out of the key area. Cam Sear looking down low. Can't do it. Sam Winans puts it on the floor. Can't go anywhere. No go. Here's Isaac Jack, baseline. Can't go anywhere. Great defense by Reynolds. It's going to be Cam Sear. He's going to go in, and that's stripped. And here comes
good
Niang.
defense again.
Bullware out of nowhere.
Good job to get back.
And he's going to, and there's Bullware again in the face of the Reynolds defender. So
he's got to watch himself.
He really needs to watch himself. That's a second technical and an ejection coming up. And another quick play out of the out of bounds. Axel Nazeal with the easy layup. And that's been a killer tonight for ADSS. Bullware stops his dribble, goes up top, gives it away. Here comes Galuza, goes up with it, Galuza. And now Reynolds starts walking away with this game with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, the last few minutes, they've just continuing a lot of turnovers there from Armada.
Armada needs to score quickly. Reynolds wants to use the clock. It's time for Cam Sear with a three-point play. And Galuza is going to complain about it.
Here we'll go. We'll see from this angle here. Or maybe we won't.
No, I think it was a good foul. I think it was a good call. He was able to make it happen, so. But in the end, and it looks like Galuza's just going to ask about it, but nothing wrong with a little chat with the referees. Referees are usually pretty good about that. Just like, hey, what did I do? What about what exactly was it?
Keep the emotions out of it. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So
ask respectfully.
But that's his 4th foul, so he's got 2 minutes left and 1 foul to give. And it's a timeout now as well. It looks like the bench might be coming in for Reynolds as well with 20-point lead. Again, great play there. Cam Sear's been everywhere as well.
He's definitely kept the pace up for sure.
Here's Kelly coming in. He's been great off the bench. Easy, quick play, kind of catching ADSS napping there. And here's that easy play, quick fake.
Again, those inbound plays are really killing ADSS.
Yeah, just they're eating the fake right off the bat. So there's that last play by Galuza. There's Cam Sear again. He's played a heck of a game, the senior has. Sweet Caroline in the background as it's 65-46 with a $1:52 left here in the 4th quarter.
It's like the fans are still having a good time, man.
The band's always had a good time, but the crowd's had a great time this weekend. Even if the home team's not going to win this game probably, but boy, they come out and shown their spirit again this weekend. So once again, 1:52 left here in the 4th quarter, 65-46. And let's see if there's any substitutions into the game. I think there was at least one player that came in off the bench that Reynolds hasn't played yet. And it looks like it's number 9, Jeremy Wee is into the game for Reynolds. Getting a little, don't want to say it's garbage time, but they're up by 19.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity for players who haven't seen this kind of atmosphere to get into the game and get those nerves out of the way.
That's right. And it also gives their other time for the other players that have been playing a lot to take a seat and rest up.
That's Wee right there. And here's the thing about players like Wee, I don't know, I'm pretty sure. If I look up, he's a grade 11, so he'll be here next year as a senior. So this is valuable experience for him.
Definitely. It's always, any experience is good experience as you're going up through it.
Kobe Boss from downtown, no good. Isaac Jack brings it down, the big man. He's gonna find his man down low, but he gives it up. He tries to take it away, and he's gonna get a foul for it. So tough break for number 29, who's played a spirited game off the bench. Looks like number 32, Paul Fade, is gonna be into the game. Substitution into the game if the referee allows it. Also, it looks like the other bench players for Reynolds coming in. Dustin Stothart and Isaiah Galuza. So I'm assuming that's the younger brother of Eli Galuza.
That is correct.
And he's going to take the inbounds right here as he straightens himself out.
Yeah. Again, the younger generation just getting a chance to go see the floor and see the atmosphere and gain some experience.
Nick Guilford all the way running through Paul Fade. Tough foul. Very, very aggressive. Can't blame Fade for this. He's there,
Yeah,
takes a knee in the chest.
Yeah, he got there. He's
like
just
a
still
man.
moving to the left, unfortunately, but a good try to try and draw that charge.
Absolutely. Take every chance you can to make an impression on the floor. Paul Fade. And here he is. There's that rebound, and he's just going to go with it. Great pass up. Kobe Boss for three. No good. Jeremy Wee stopping. And here's Nick Guilford. Now, Reynolds wants to get their other players some time, but I don't think if they want to be smart about it, they're just going to wear that clock down. But it's very tough when you just get into the game. You want a shot, just like right there. Isaiah
Very
Galuza.
tough to hold back, like you said, when you just get into the game. And
you want your shot. You want to say, hey, I scored a bucket in the Totem tournament. Boss, three, no good. Back up, August, elbow.
He's getting a call for the offense there, pushing him.
Pushed him with his elbow.
Trying to create
shoulder.
space, but again, too much physical there.
And usually that could be a blocking foul, but the defending player was set. So right there, you can't. So there's boom.
That was
Paul
a big
Fade.
collision.
Absolutely. But he got up, took the rebound, pushed it up the floor to make that last opportunity
That's
happen.
right.
Didn't let it phase him. He'll play the inside now on the zone defense. 25 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, this game's pretty much done. 67-46 now for Reynolds. It is an insurmountable lead for the local Alberni District Secondary School, but it's been a great atmosphere and a great time here at Totem 65. Jeremy Wee out, 19 seconds left. The shot clock is about 1 second less than the game clock, so there is one last possession here. Quick foul by Howie Little, who's back in the game.
Looks like they're going to go to the free throw line, and Alberni will have one more possession.
Well, that's not bad then. It gives an opportunity to run their offense one more time. And that'll give, they're going to put what it looks like Nick Guilford to the line. 11.8 seconds left. Icing's already on this cake. No good. Kobe Boss not going to push. Probably going to get the last shot, maybe. Or he's probably just going to hold it out. No, he's going to stop. That's good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Game's out of reach. No reason for that. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a final. It is the Reynolds Roadrunners 67, Alberni Armada 46 in the last game of the 65th annual Totem tournament.
Yeah, really unfortunate with that score. It doesn't really show that game. That game was really close, really competitive, going back and forth for quite a while. It was just in that last half of that last quarter that really pulled away.
Teams will cheer. There's some hugs on the sidelines again for the seniors. And they'll have the handshakes, and we'll be giving out some awards as well. Right after this, I'm sure there'll be the MVPs. But what a great game it was. And again, can't thank the people enough here at ADSS, Alberni District Secondary School, the fans, the volunteers, the officials, everybody who's helped put this tournament on, and especially everybody here from Shaw TV to bring it to you at home here again on Shaw TV. All right, we'll just go to some final highlights, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Cam Sear, heck of a game for the captain. Played his heart out on the floor for ADSS, but it was the duo of Sam Pratap, right there, number 44, Axel Nazil, number 33, with the majority of the action down low. Eli Kazula had a great game handling the ball, and Nick Guilford as well, number 10, played a heck of a game. But there is Cam Sear, number 7, took 3 charges in the first half alone.
He was definitely all over the court there for ADSS. Did a great job.
Pratap, or sorry, that was Nick Guilford, I apologize. And again, quick fake, easy in, very tough when you're letting that kind of stuff go. Galuza coming in again. A lot of the same names for Reynolds. They were unreal tonight.
Was again a lot of contact there. Lucky both of them came out unscathed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 67-46. And we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
As you go at something for a while, you sort of build your own little barriers because you maybe failed. It didn't work before or something, so you don't even entertain that thought, whereas it's all fresh to him. It's just anything goes.
I'm just impressed with his work and all the detail he does on stuff. He'll take it to the next level.
This one's just been sanded.
He'll actually draw things out first and you know, almost measure it out and plan out how many parts he needs and all that, kind of like an engineer.
I like cardboard because you use glue and stuff and you can shape it with it, whereas with Lego you can't like physically bend it. And it just feels really good when I am doing it to build these giant things.
Cardboard, Lego, and foam. Oh my.
It took a few tries. It probably took, an hour of just getting the feel for it.
To experience someone who struggles to do anything, but is so determined. And he has absolutely no fear.
There's so much craziness in this world that you have to do what floats your boat.
Shaw Spotlight's mission is to celebrate, engage, and connect our communities, sharing a broad spectrum of in-depth stories featuring fascinating people, interesting places, and inspiring stories from across our amazing country. Canada is home to vast diversity, heartwarming humanity, and unforgettable experiences, all of which can be viewed anytime, anywhere on our social channels.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, another great tradition here as ADSS is on the floor with all their fans doing a dance. So I think we're going to go down to Sarah Smith down on the floor. Can we see you, Sarah? Whereabouts are you?
I'm ready. I am kind of doing the dance right now. But we are trot-trying, and we're with Cole. Cole, how fun was tonight?
It was very fun. I got to cheer on my friends who are all right there. Look at them right over there. They are all amazing. Yeah.
I'm getting paint on me. I'm going to have to send it back to you guys.
Well, that's the kind of spirit you have at ADSS. So they're going to do the dance here. They're going to dance around, have a good time. It's just an unbelievable atmosphere. So what we have now is what we call Totem Spirit. So it used to be called Totem Princess. So it's the student that shows the most spirit, and they will win the Totem Spirit candidacy for this year. So it is something that's gone on for years. It was Totem Princess till about 1996, 1995, and then it was won by Kevin Schmitz of all people, the guy that I went to school with, and it became Totem Spirit after that to be more inclusive. So that was what that is, and we're going to do this right now. So we have some hardware we're going to hand out. We got Mike Roberts on the floor with all the prizes. All the awards for the remainder of the tournament. And of course, the announcement of that special Totem Spirit candidate. And there's the Totem Spirit candidate from last year as she will hand her crown and sash over to the next person. And you can see all the hardware right there, including the main prize. We have MVPs. And of course, the winners, the official winners this year was the Kerry High Tyes, winning an absolute barn burner earlier on today. So let's go down to Jean-Paul Totem if we can. Public address announcement.
A long-time supporter of Armada athletics. You may not recognize his name, but his legacy with Totem still continues today, as it was his idea to start the Totem Princess Contest, now known as Totem Spirit. Let's all take a moment of silence and honor Danny and his contributions to Totem. Thank you.
So they're honoring Denny Grisdale, former teacher, instrumental part of the Armada and the tournament, as he passed away earlier on this year.
Firstly, most people might be surprised to hear that planning this tournament started last February, with the Totem Organizing Committee meeting several times since and putting in countless hours. Thanks to Greg Freely, Liz Bill, Mike Roberts, Jen Anderson, Jean Montel, Neil Farmar, and Al Saturday for putting on another great event. The organizing committee would like to show its appreciation to all the individuals and organizations whose sponsorship make Totem the big deal that we all know. Fans can see our sponsors listed on the back page of the program. The committee would like to especially thank the following title sponsors: Kingsley Trucking, Island Ventures, Boston Pizza, Alberni Values, Dave Ralla, Parks the Boathouse, Catalyst, and Royal Canadian Pizza. A few more thank yous. A special thank you to all the ADSS staff and administration members for all the work they did behind the scenes. You are awesome. Thanks to the referees and minor officials for making a very difficult job so easy. Good job. Many of our fans are accessing Totem info, photos, videos on social media, and all that is possible because of the Totem social media director, Mrs. Lisa Trombley. Great job. Local paramedics coordinated by Mrs. Deborah Roberts also deserve recognition for providing first aid services all weekend. Thanks for being here. Close partner of Totem for several years now, making our program even more accessible. And we thank them for their support and ongoing commitment, and also for providing a great broadcast every year. Thanks to the All-Star Committee, headed by Mr. Kevin McMillan and members of the local RCMP detachment. And how cool is our pet band? Let's give it up for Mr. Kyle and the band. Great job. I'm hoping to join the next year with my triangle. Finally, the Totem Committee would be remiss if we did not acknowledge our awesome fans. We would especially like to thank our student body for being positive and respectful while cheering loud and proud. Creating an amazing atmosphere every night. To all the volunteers that make this happen, and to all our school teams that not only play, dance, cheer, perform, and even clean up. You are truly an amazing group of students, and we are very proud of you. Now, on to our awards. Before starting, we'd like to invite last
Memphis Dick is the final MVP winner for ADSS. Congratulations. Acknowledging Pacific Christian and their win at the Totem Tournament this year.
Also recognized earlier from his cell number 6, Zachary Taylor. From Kerry High, number 12, Nicholas Yatsky. From his cell number 3, Temwa McWally. And now, the remaining All-Stars from the boys' side, from Reynolds, number 4,
Number 4, Eli Galuza, named an All-Star for this year's tournament. Not surprising after seeing his action tonight. Tournament Director Greg Freedy handing out the hardware. Not surprising, Captain Cam Sear winning the final All-Star nod for this year's Totem Tournament. He played his heart out and left it all on the line for his school. The MVP this year from Kerry High, number 9, Marcus Shankar.
Wink Willis was a long-standing member of the local referees association, and the award named after him goes to the most sportsmanlike team. And this year's winners, as chosen by the Totem 65 referees, were the St. Pat's Celtics. Congratulations.
Gentlemen, that's all the hardware handed out for the players. It's now time for the Totem Spirit winner here for Totem 65. So just really quickly before they announce the winner, this was the candidates that gave of themselves, that exhibited the most Totem spirit throughout the week in setting up for this year's Totem tournament. And we will now have the winner.
To be revealed in a couple of moments. You know how it goes. We would like to invite the Totem Spirit coordinators, Ms. Jen Anderson and Liz Bill, to step forward. Thank you for all your work. Ms. Anderson and Ms. Bill would like to thank the sponsor teachers of our 11 amazing candidates. They'd also like to thank the 20 staff members who took their time evaluating and scoring the candidates' contributions and helping with the 65th Totem tournament. Those contributions involve helping with Totem setup and cleanup, making posters, promoting Totem in the community, organizing events on participating in and much more. Here you go, guys. Here we go. Just give me a minute. The scores have been calculated by the wonderful Ms. Hurst under the watchful eye of Mr. Poole and sealed in this envelope. Before I reveal them, I would like to thank all the candidates themselves for their enthusiasm service.
It's a little tradition here. We kind of draw it out because it's going to get loud here pretty quick once he announces the winner. This 40-plus year tradition here in the Alberni Valley. If you want to see high school pride, ladies and gentlemen, watch this.
Okay, this is for real. Mr. Kreinhoff, can I get a drum roll? Your Totem 65 winner, Totem Spirit candidate, Alexa Trotter.
Once again, a 40-plus year tradition here in the Alberni Valley. Great school spirit for everybody involved. It truly is a tradition here in the Alberni Valley Totem Tournament. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That's the end of the 65th Annual Totem Tournament, the longest running high school basketball tournament in the province of British Columbia. We watched two great games tonight. On behalf of Mr. Mike Lang, my name is Charles Mealy. Thank you very much for tuning in to Shaw TV.
See you next